Alright, it's about that time of the year, but first of all, let's get comfortable and get this process started. Okay. Alright, so some people may ask what time of the year is it, but we're actually almost at the end of 2021. Today's December 18th as I'm shooting this video. Usually this is the time of the year that people do their reflections of the year, and maybe some people will start setting their goals, and also most people start thinking about their New Year's resolution for the upcoming year. So today's video actually I will be showing you guys how I set up my journal so I can track my goals and all the things I want to accomplish this upcoming year. I don't want to wait until 2022 begins, then I start doing it. That's like me slacking already. Whenever you see this, get started immediately. But where do we start? Actually this thing's not even comfortable at all. Let me move it. It is comfortable, but there's not that much space where I had placed it. Alright. This was a journal that I used last year. I'm saying last year already, like I'm still in the year. This is my 2021 journal. As you can see, pretty much used up. About 97% used. So I do use my journals. I don't just start and like not continue. We swapping the journals around. I actually do got another one from Le Monde. This one was from Walmart, but this one is a higher quality. Even the leather is a higher quality. But there's no knock on this. As you can see, like it pretty much hold up for like the whole year. Like pretty good. And the good thing about this as well is it's very cheap, way cheaper than this, and also gives you a whole lot more pages, right? So this one is actually Exceed. So if you want to pick this up from Walmart, you can grab them there for like a couple bucks, like less than 10 bucks. This ones you may have to pay a little bit more than that. All right, where do we start? 2021. Let me make sure this thing is recorded. Yes, it is. Start with my name on the front page. Telephone number just in case I lose it, but I never took this one with me outside anyway because I was pretty much in the house and I do most of my planning in the house. So the first page, what I usually do with it is I put down the keys to like manage my notebook. I didn't talk about the different pens and stuff that I use. So previously I used to use this, what's the name of these ones, man? These are really popular ones. Yeah, I forgot the name of these, but I'm pretty sure most of you probably have seen this. You can pick them up on Target, Giant, even Walmart. So these are the ones I used to use. It's pretty nice, but the only reason why I stopped using them is because one, they're expensive, and two, they don't last long. So I started using this Razor Point one called Razor Point 2. This one lasts a whole lot more longer. And also they come with one size I need, and I think the packet had like more than 10 in it. So this one should last you like a very long time. If you bought like a whole pack of this, it should last you the whole year. Unless if you're right. I don't know, man. So that's pretty much it. I have a couple of highlighters. And so another highlighter as well. This is a great one. This is, what is this? Jelly Roll. I don't really use this that much, but it's just for like people that want to make their journal look like a whole lot more pleasing, right? Like more artistic. But that's not me. I just want to keep it simple and keep it rolling. And this Razor Point as well. There's a blue ink. So let's start with the keys. And for my headers, I usually use a brush one from I gotta find Micropigments. Yes, Micropigment. That's the name of this brand. This one have lasted me actually the whole year since I got it. So we're gonna start with the keys. K-E-Y-S. Keys, right? Like I said, we're gonna keep this pretty simple, but you guys can go crazy with it because at the end of the day, you just gotta do what works for you, right? The keys are usually what I use to like manage my work and also keep track of stuff, right? But the ones I use the most, the notes, task, complete a task, task moved, and the important ones, right? So all the other ones I really don't use. And task in progress I use to a lot. That's pretty much it. But let me explain a little bit more. For notes, right, wherever like if I have something in my mind that I need to put on paper, I'll just use a slash through it, and right after that, it's not really necessary. Like sometimes I don't do that at all. Like I'll just write notes, and when I say I know that that's notes. For task, when I write my task down, this is pretty much a dot, right? Just like when you put stuff in bullet points in a listed version, put everything in dots. Then when I get them completed, I just X those dots out. And if I don't get them completed, but I need to move them to the next day, I'll just put a triangle, not a greater than sign, on the dots. And also if I have important stuff that needed to be done, I'll just put a star right next to the dots to highlight that. When I get a task started, I'll just put a / on the dots and keep it rolling. So that's pretty much it. Second page, this is going to be my ultimate goal. Ultimate goal. I'm not gonna show you my old goals because some of these are very personal, but how I usually go about it, I just do goals, put ultimates at the bottom of it. Again, like I said, like I'm just doing rough draft. As you can see, the previous journal to this one, two different stuff. Now I just wanna keep it simple, but we're not gonna keep this one simple. I'm gonna highlight the ultimates. Bang, bang, ultimate. All right. So what do I want to be? What do I want to achieve the next 5 years? That's what's gonna come right here. Just like the bigger picture goal. When I get back to 2026, I deduct 5 years. I'm like, yes, I set this goals in 2021. Now, where have I gotten? Moment of truth, right? So some of the things I want to get done in the next 5 years. That's just gonna stay personal, and I'm gonna just leave this blank. At the bottom of it, I'll just do plan. There's gonna be plans or action that I'm gonna have in place to achieve these goals within 5 years. For example, let's say in the next 5 years, I want to be a hardcore Python programmer, right? What the plan going to be? The plan will be, right now, I mean like in the very base level, right? Like the beginner level. The plan from now to the next 5 years is for me to code every single day. Like every single morning when I wake up, I want to do 1 hour of coding. Within 5 years time, that should be enough, man. I should have learned a lot. Like if I do it 1 hour every single day times 5 years, there shouldn't be any reason why I shouldn't become a top Python programmer, right? So maybe not the top, but I should be at a point where like I'm really confident with like what I do on Python coding, and also I should be able to like get into any field with 5 years time of investment in learning Python. So that's a plan, and I highly recommend like having a plan to your goals as well, because sometimes we all forget about that. Like it's easy for us to like notice the things that we want to do. Oh, I want to be rich, but what are you going to do to be rich? You feel me? So you also have to understand that not just you want to be rich. Everybody want to be rich, right? So what usually separate the people that actually get rich and the ones I just said, as the one that actually got rich, they have a plan in place and they stick to their plan. They follow the plan. They take actions. So that's why it's very important to have plan right next to your goals. What's the next page? No, I'm not gonna use this notebook because I'm showing too much of my personal life on it. So the next page, we're just gonna do our theme for 2022, which is da 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 da. Hey. This way you become an artist, man. This way you design. Like I usually go like this. Bang. 2 0 2 2. 2022. Alright. Now I'm gonna just put this in design as much as you can, man, because hey, you gotta be passionate about your goals. or things that you want to accomplish, right? So blow it up. Don't be like me, don't be basic. It's as basic as it can get, so I'm gonna just put like a little bit highlight on it just to go 2022, because this year that I finally make it, man. I have to make it, I must make it by any means necessary. By any means necessary. That's a very dangerous word to say. 2021 goals. GOALS. Bang. So all my 2021 goals is gonna go right here. The next page is going to be mission statement. Mission statement. So what the mission statement is pretty much like my commandments, like rules that I want to stick by, and also rules that I want to read every single day to remind myself. For example, right? I shall not steal. That's me personally. Like, forget religion. I just don't want to steal. Another mission statement could be I must work out 3 times a week, because that's how much I want to work out on a weekly basis. So you can come up with your own mission statements as well, because sometimes it's hard for us to like remember certain stuff, but when we write them down and we read them regularly, we get to remind ourselves the things that we want to abide by. So that's what the mission statement is. We're gonna keep it rolling. Let me change the battery of this GoPro again. Like, you see, it takes so much time to do this stuff. I have to keep swiping out batteries, SD card, whole lot of stuff for you guys. So after the mission statements, we're gonna have another page for wish list. So these are the nice stuff, right? Because look, one thing about goals, you don't just have to focus on like the very serious stuff, because if it's all that, then it's gonna be boring. Sometimes you have to have goals to like actually get fun stuff. Maybe like treat yourself, right? Maybe there's this travel trip they want to do, that can become a goal. Or maybe there's this food place they want to go to. So my wish list is usually things I want to buy myself, and I try to keep it like small, right? That's the main reason why I divide this page, because if I have like a full page, like I may want to fill it up. And it's also nice because like I can go back and see like all the things that I listed and all the things that I actually got myself, which motivates me to like keep working hard, right? Because if I work hard, I can give myself like what I want to have. And activities is just things that I want to do, like fun stuff, travel, or it could be like if I want to do skydiving this summer, or go to LA, stuff like that, or maybe kayaking, or crazy stuff, right? Crazy fun activities. All those will go on at the bottom of this, so I can track those as well and remind myself these are things I wanted to do. The next page, we're gonna have time block. Time block schedule. What this is let me show you guys what I have on my previous one. This is my time block schedule. The easiest way I can define it, right? Like your Apple calendar, or maybe like your Google calendar, right? You can block specific time that you want to do specific stuff. But this one will be like on a weekly basis. Every single Monday, 8 a.m. in the morning, I want to do Python. Time blocking. So that's pretty much what this page is going to do. I want to have a whole system. Coming back to system, right? I want to have like a whole system for the week of how I want to operate. Am I going to stick to that for 52 weeks? Hell no. But am I going to try to stick to it for most of the 52 weeks? Yes, that's the intent of this time blocking page. Because sometimes it's very easy for us to say, I have time to like do this later, but it's not. If I have this time blocked and my friend want to go out at that time, I will let them know, hey, look, I have something I'm doing at this time. So next time reschedule for this is when I'm free, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday at this time. So if you want to do something with me, we can plan on those times that I'm free. But during this time that I have to do this stuff, I want to focus on it. That's what time block does. And it's very important because what's his name? Elon Musk. He said that's one of the things that actually made him successful, doing time blocking, like just focus on one thing at a specific time. It's a whole lot more better than just like going with the flow. Going with the flow could be very dangerous. After time block, we're gonna have our first month. So we're gonna do like Jan. January. And the thing for January, usually I have quotes that go with the month. So again, we're gonna start with the positivity at the top. My 3 pluses. And my quote's gonna go down here. What's a beautiful quote that I can add to my January? Let me go grab one. Yes, I also have a different journal where I usually capture ideas, quotes, and all that, or good information that I get. You can do that in the journal as well, but usually because this is small, I can move around with it easily. It's kind of like a notebook for me, like a book of ideas, right? So let's find a good one that I got recently. I like this one. But this one says, a well-defined problem is a problem half solved. Beautiful. So that's my January theme. It's just nice to have a theme of the month, right? What's next? The next page will be month goals and meeting and events, right? I don't think I need to explain that. So the month goals are just things that you want to get within a month. Meetings and events are things that you have coming up this month for the month of January. After that, we got the habit track. So this is a habit track page, and this is some of the habits that I want to work on. Pretty much what you can do on this page is to track good and bad habits, because the reason is you want to see patterns, you want to see trends, right? You want to make sure when you see a bad trend, what you going to do next? Try to figure out ways of stopping it. And when you see a good trend, try to make sure you continue it. Or maybe it's a good habit that you want to have, but you're currently struggling with it. For example, coming back to Python, right? I want to learn Python. I want to make that become part of me, all right? Every single day, I want to code, even if it's just 10 minutes. So that's what this page is for, right? Let's say today's Sunday. If I do Python today, I'll just put a dot on Sunday the 1st next to Python. And if I meditate today, I'll do the same thing to meditation. If I pray today, I'll put a dot on prayer. And whichever ones I didn't get to do that day, I'll just leave them as they are. So over time, you get to see trends. You get to see how you're performing. And this is really powerful. So if there's one thing I would say take away from this whole video, I would say this one is definitely key, because we definitely don't know how deep we have become into doing certain stuff until you see how regularly you do it, like in a month. Even like over a month, when you look at it in a bigger picture, it becomes so much clearer, like, why are you this type of person right now? It's because of the habits that you've had for the past 6 months, for the past year, or for your whole life. You see, the next page we're gonna have week goals and gratitudes. Week goals needs an explanation. Gratitude, this is where I put like every single day I want to write down at least one thing that I'm grateful for. No matter if the day is good or bad, there's one thing that you gotta be grateful for every single day. And this is very important so we can build that positive mindset in us, right? Because just like yin yang, in every bad situation as well, you can get positive from it. Let's say, for example, worst case scenario, somebody beat the shit out of me today, right? No, that's a terrible example. All right, let's say, for example, all right, I applied for jobs today. I called, and the manager's like, so sorry, man. We're not gonna take you because we found better candidates. Because some people can be ruthless like that, right? That's a very, very devastating thing for you to hear. So, but what the good thing in that though? The good thing would be, hey, at least I showed up. I did my best, and also I got experience, right? I know what not to do for the next interview. Boom. That's one positive that you can get from it. So the way I put that down on my gratitude for that day, I'm grateful for doing this interview today and learn bang, bang, bang from this interview. Boom, that's it. If it's a good thing, let's say you went out with your family and you enjoy that time, I'm grateful for spending time with my family today, with the date right next to it. Wednesday, January this. That's it. Gratitude, right? The next page is going to be our to-dos. This is where I put all the things I want to get done on the week as well, but break them down into daily tasks. So for the first day, I'll just put like Monday, January 1st, and underneath that I'll just have the list of all the things I want to get done on that day. And once that day is completed, I'll start after that, second day, third day, until the end of the week. And after the to-dos, it's just blank pages, which you have freedom to do whatever you want to do. Let's say you want to write down some notes, like what's in your mind, have ideas you want to put down. You can do that after that. But this structure, I usually repeat them, right? I've taken notes and all that, and by the end of the month, I'll start again, a brand new page for February. Continue doing the process, and every single week as well. When I'm done with week 1 of January, I'll go to the week 2 of January, week 3 of January, week 4, then after that go to February. So this is just the format that I have going on, and it has been very, very effective for me. It's like I say, this can definitely help you a lot, this system. So I hope you guys find value in it. There's a few other things as well that I used to do last year, but I stopped doing them because to me they become a whole lot more tedious for me to do, and like I wasn't having fun doing them. So that's one thing I've learned as well. Like if there's a process of this that you don't like, feel free to like scrap them and try to figure out other solutions so you can get stuff done, right? For example, I used to always want to do a weekly review, monthly review, which is good, right? Like if you like doing stuff like that, you can definitely go for it. But it just becomes a whole lot more difficult for me to do, and over time, like it becomes a pain because I was like forcing myself to do it, even though like I don't feel like doing it. And that's not the key of journaling, right? Because you want to do when you want to do things that you enjoy doing, so it don't become like a job. Like this should just be something that you always want to do. And the things that I find more effective are the system that I showed you right now. So yeah, like the monthly and weekly summary. If you find stuff like that helpful, go for it. I mean, it's definitely helpful, right? Because you get to see what you've done within the week or within a month, reflect back on that. But the way I'm still capturing those information on my system now is the gratitudes, right? When I do gratitude for the week, usually that's like a highlights and like a bullet form of my daily things that I've went through daily, right? Even though like it's probably not going to show the broader picture, like it's not going to go in depth, but that seems to be working for me fine. So either or, like you can't go wrong, to be honest. So it's all about preference, whatever you find easy to do, because you want to make things easy. And also the other one is to track how many hours I put into stuff. So the way I set this up is like hourly based, right? For example, SQL. When I was started, like I wanted to like learn SQL, right? Study SQL. So I set a time block. It's like 4 quarters, and each quarter is 1 hour long. So if I do SQL today for 1 hour, I will just say that for the week. And if I do SQL for 30 minutes, I'll just say half a block. And as a week goes by, if I do SQL throughout the whole week for 5 hours, all this is gonna be shaded out. And if I do more than that, I'll just add a plus, so like plus 2 more hours, plus 3 more hours at the end of the week. So that is very effective as well. So if you find that easy for you, definitely capitalize on it. Again, the way I replace this as well is the monthly track. I want to focus more now so of doing it than how much hour did I put on it, right? Because some days we're just not gonna feel it to like do it, and I don't want you to become hard on yourself like for the days that you don't do it. But the mindset that I'm on now is even like when I'm not feeling it, but if I can just do it for 10 minutes, 10 minutes is not long at all. Let's say for example, this whole week, right? I've been doing Python. I've been on my A game, like Monday to Thursday, 1 hour each. But Friday, I'm not feeling it, right? But I still want to force myself to do just a little bit of Python just so I can keep the consistency. So I'll do 10 hours. I said 10 hours. So I'll do 10 minutes and still get Python done that day. So for the whole week, I've been able to do Python for 5 days a week. So I don't want to beat myself up just for that one day that I didn't do an hour. and just ignore like all the days that I was on my A game. So that's the reason why I didn't do this. But if you want to be strict on like how much time you want to put into those stuff, this should be perfect for you. Like you want to do Python for 4 hours a day, boom, take the whole block, fill it up, then you'll learn like a whole lot more quicker than me, maybe. So thanks so much for sticking to the end of this. I hope you guys find value in this. To be honest, this has really worked very well for me, just like I'm saying right now. Let me know in the comments below as well if you guys have like any other journaling tips or tricks. Check out my other contents. Actually, I just did a recent video as well about procrastination, which is something that relates to this as well, right? So check that out. I'll leave that in the description below. Check out my other content. I do vlogs, travel vlogs, DIYs, and also inspirational stuff, right? So thanks so much, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.